You've been working hard, you've been earning a good living. Now you come to the bank and ask for a mortgage, and they basically tell you, sorry, your income's no good here. How can that be? What do you mean no good? Yeah, well, welcome to the world of inadmissible income. Let's dive in. Hi, my name is David Ponce and I'm your friendly neighborhood mortgage broker from Montreal, Quebec. On these videos, we explore mortgages and all their quirks and features, and we also learn a little bit about finance and credit. If you never want to miss any of these fascinating videos, make sure to like, subscribe, and most importantly, hit that bell icon so you get notified when I post. So, it's important to give a little bit of context here. When you apply for a mortgage, banks look at many factors to decide whether to approve you. One of the most important ones, if not the most important one, is can you afford this loan? Banks call this capacity, and it's one of the 5 C's of credit. We'll learn about that in some other videos. Make sure to check out my website link below to find these and a ton more like this. Now, capacity is normally expressed as a ratio. What percentage of your income does the new loan represent? But there is a bit of a caveat. The word that's sort of left unsaid is admissible, as in, what percentage of your admissible income does the loan represent? Because it turns out there's plenty of types of incomes that banks won't consider, even if you are making it rain. Here is the top 8. Number 1, foreign income. I've had a client come to see me for a mortgage, explaining that she was originally American and retired and came to live in Canada. Her pension plan was healthy, she was pocketing this money in Canada, and she even was declaring it on her taxes and paying a healthy chunk of income taxes on it. What did matter, to the banks anyway, was that the source of income came from outside Canada. No amount of escalating the file seemed to make any sort of difference. The income was inadmissible. Number 2, capital gains income from stocks. This other client came to see me with 2 years worth of tax reports showing he paid income taxes on over $200,000 each year. That's a good living. And how did he do it? By playing the market. He had a couple $1 million on the stock market and had been, at least for 2 consecutive years, quite good at making gains and taking profit. And he played things by the book, declared it, and paid his dues. But sadly, that too, the bank didn't like. Inadmissible income. Why? This one still baffles me a little bit, but I expect it's because they consider it too risky. The market turns, maybe he won't be making those numbers anymore. Could he have done something else? Yeah, maybe. Maybe he could have rolled the profits into a holding company and paid himself a salary, but even then, you would have had to declare the nature of the business activities in a case of self-employment, and they might have still refused then as well. Number 3, short-term rental income. Yeah, this one some of you might already know, and I can confirm that I've had a good number of clients come to see me over the years, really proud they'd managed to build a fleet of properties that they were happily renting on Airbnb. Legal, profitable, and rental income declared on taxes. But no, banks want to see long-term leases in order to consider rental income, and even then, they rarely accept 100% of it. Rental income is inherently risky since you can't always control your tenants, and short-term rental income is inadmissible. Number 4, OnlyFans income. Some of these celebrities on OnlyFans are making really good money, and it's 100% legal, and yes, they even pay taxes on it. It's legit work, but it's work that banks don't like. Banks are all about reputation, and for lack of a better word, banks can be a little stiff, but you also have to admit that they are free to make these decisions, and it is their prerogative who to lend their money to. Borrowing is a privilege, not a right, and so no, OnlyFans income is inadmissible. Number 5, intermediate resources. This one is a little sad. An older lady came to see me for a loan, and what she did for a living was host 2 adults with learning and developmental disabilities. She was being paid by an integrated health and social services center, CIUS, and she declared this income like any honest person would. She desperately needed the money to consolidate some debt and be able to stick her neck out the water again. The bank's take? No go. Why? This one's a bit of a stumper for me. Fortunately, not all banks take this view. CIBC was able to consider this type of income. I'm not sure because they don't have a broker channel, and it's been 6 years I haven't worked there, but last I checked, it was fine there. So just goes to show that the idea of admissible income is a fluid one and can vary from bank to bank. Number 6, RRSP withdrawals. Now this one's a little tricky. I mean, you contribute to your RRSP throughout your life so that you can have a decent retirement income. But then when you do retire and start drawing from the account the bank turns you down, Well, there is some nuance. When I say inadmissible income, I should add in some circumstances. If you do have a sizable nest egg and you can show that you've been drawing from it for a steady rate for 2 years and that there's enough money left in it to go on for the life of the loan, or in some cases, at least the life of the term, then yes, sure, you can use it. But what does happen sometimes is people haven't saved as much in their RSPs at all. They have maybe $30,000 in there and took out $10,000 a year for the last 2 years. Well, at that rate, it'll be gone in 3 years. And then what happens? How do you pay your mortgage? So, inadmissible income. 7. Last but not least, cash and illegal income activity. Yeah, this one is kind of a no-brainer. It doesn't need to be said, but I'm saying it anyway. Cash income does not exist until it enters a tax report. And yeah, you're not going to buy a house with drug money. And that's the top 7 types of inadmissible income. There may be others, but these come up most often. For more videos like this one, tune in next time.